Welcome, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me. I am joined by, let me tell you guys, one of the most extraordinary people I have ever seen on TV in my entire life. She's a singer, a songwriter, an actress, an entrepreneur, and also one of the stars on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Please help me give a warm welcome to Miss Kandi Burruss. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. And, I really appreciate you taking so much time out of your busy schedule to join me. This is such an honor to be in your virtual presence, if you want to call it.
It's pretty cool. I mean, we're able to just do all these conversations now and not have to go anywhere. You just right from your house.
Yeah, I know. I know. And I just love all this technology. And I just thank God that we have it. We're able to coordinate these types of things. So, yeah, it's really good.
Could you imagine COVID happening and we didn't have all of this?
I know. It would
have been really crazy then.
Yeah, it would be a struggle. I know that's right. So tell me, you have, we got the announcement at school a few weeks ago that you had a brand new course called The Legal Life of Kandi Burruss. So tell me, how did all of this even transpire?
Honestly, it all happened because of Professor Mo Ivory.
Mm-hmm.
She reached out to me. I've already had a relationship with her prior to now. And she basically just reached out to me and told me this was something that she does. She picks up a person to basically go through their career, their life, and show how it relates as far as, with, the law, basically. And she asked me, would I mind if, she chose me to be the next topic. So I was like, okay. At first I was like, okay, well, what does this mean exactly? But then when we really talked about it and I really looked at it, I was like, okay, well, actually, I could understand how my life, how it could help someone else because, clearly I've had my share of different careers, different fields that, I definitely need attorneys to help me in many different areas. And, so I totally understand how what I've been through could help someone else.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that this is something great. And I think it's something that the students in the College of Law could really get a lot out of it. So I think this is something awesome that Mo Ivory is doing as well. And now I have to ask you, even though she is the professor who's going to be teaching the class, should we be calling you Professor Burruss as well?
I don't think I've earned that title. I wear many hats, but I don't know about that title. I definitely will be doing one of the classes with her myself towards the end. That's already scheduled. So the way it's set up is different people who have worked with me throughout my career will come speak, and I guess they give so much information, and I guess the class and Mo, they will dissect everything and figure it out. Well, I myself will come in and basically wrap it up, and they can ask me questions and kind of run through things so that they get it firsthand from me.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. And yeah, I was actually going to ask you that if students can expect you to pop in sometime during the semester.
Yes, for sure. I checked in for just a second. The first class when my mom, she came to talk. I was like, oh, Lord, let me go see what she over there talking about. But I myself, I am definitely scheduled to do like a full class towards the end of the semester or whatever. But I think I will still pop in from time to time when some of the other speakers speak. But yeah, I'm definitely a part of it.
Okay, wow, that's great. And I think, actually, when I had read an article that said that Mama Joyce and some of your attorneys and also your manager will be people who will play a part in the course, and they'll come and talk to the students and talk to them about that stuff. So I have to ask you, when it comes to like Mama Joyce, your managers and your attorneys, talk about the importance of having a really good supportive team and people that love you to stand behind you within everything you're doing.
Well, I mean, overall, I mean, of course, you definitely need support if you're going to be in this business, period. It's like, it's so many ups and downs. So you always need people who care about you to really be there to help push you and support you. And at the end of the day, it's like once the success starts coming in, you're going to have a lot of sharks out there who are out to get you. And you need, people to be looking out to catch the things that you're not seeing or you just didn't notice. I've been through some of everything. I've had some of everything happen. I've been sued. I've, had money stolen from me. I've had all kind of situations to happen. Everything that you can think of in the book. Signed bad contract, not, done things that I was supposed to do sometimes. So I personally feel like in every aspect, no matter what, you definitely need people that care about you.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And you want that good supportive team to stand behind you, no matter what may come at you. And you never know what might come at you. So it's really good and really awesome to have that team that stands behind you. So when students go through this course and when they complete this course, what should they have a valuable knowledge about? And then once they finish and graduate, what are some things that once they go out into the world, they'll know like for a fact, okay, I learned this in the course and I need to apply this?
Well, I mean, obviously Mo is the one who's going to dissect everything. But overall, I would have to say, if you are a person, I know there's so many different types of law, right?
Yeah.
So a person like me, I've needed many different types of lawyers. But if you are an entertainment attorney, for instance, typically you may think that you are getting a client and you're just going to do entertainment law, but it really doesn't work out that way. That person is pretty much depending on you to help them through everything. And there are going to be times that you may need to bring in other partners from your firm that do different types of law, whatever, but they're still going to want you to kind of walk them through or hold their hand through the process of talking to these other people because you're the one that they trust, When you become an attorney for someone, it's like they just really depend on you and rely on you. And I hope that in seeing my case, you just realize, like, when you have a client, even if you may think that client may not be, in the beginning, may not have a huge career, but through your guidance, you can help that person go on and become, bigger than life or whatever. So always be good to your clients. Always make sure you give them the right advice. If you do not know, make sure you find out for them, because a lot of times they're relying on you. And that's what I would say. You never know where your client's career is going to go. And you want to, as your client continues to grow, you want them to stick with you and you stick with them. You don't want them to leave you. Yeah. So just make sure that you always have their best interests at heart.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And I think that, we have something in common there is like, I have some, entertainment attorneys, on my team as well. So it's really important to have these people because they're going to keep you from getting sued. They're going to keep you out of the lawsuits and stuff. So these people are really important to have, and they're so valuable. Well, just to kind of close it out, I know I have to ask you this. You probably already knew this question was coming. But you guys have obviously been filming the show. So how has that been, filming the show during the pandemic?
Interesting. Well, we have to get tested multiple times a week sometimes.
Oh, wow.
We have to get tested for COVID on a regular basis, because they want to make sure we're safe. And we just have a lot of new rules in place that we didn't have before. A lot of the tapings, if we go to a restaurant, for instance, they typically only want us to do restaurants that are outside the seating. You know, things like that. It's harder when we want to do all cast, and there's like if we want to have an event, you know, we kind of shy away from the bigger events with so many people now. So you know, I think certain things that I've done in the past, I definitely would have to figure out a different way of making it happen now. Because, like, you gotta think, like, say, for instance, like, when I did the dungeon show, like, and all those people were in the crowd, like, we would have never been able to do that now.
Yeah.
Know? So, you know, we just have to find a different way to do things. Trips are gonna be more local, probably. I mean, I don't really know where our trip is gonna be. We have one coming up, actually.
Okay.
But I don't think we're doing, like, international travel, like, before, you know? Mm-hmm. So we're still doing it because life goes on. I mean, everybody's life is still happening. It's a lot more personal stories. But yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Wow. But, you know, and personally, I think it's kind of cool the way, you know, Bravo, they're still making it work and you guys are still able to have a show. So kudos to them, and kudos to you and the cast.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you so much for taking time to join me on PRN, and we were able to get a lot of knowledge about the course and the law students out there. I know that they're going to have a really good time in the course, and they'll have a chance to meet you and also some of the other people that have been involved within your career. So we think this is absolutely great, and I thank you so much for taking time to join me, and back to you guys in the studio.